And good afternoon from downtown Salina. This is Randy Picking along with Tri-Rivers Fair Board member Leslie Manning, bringing you the 2026 Tri-Rivers Parade, and a great night for it. I'd like to thank our sponsors providing this on Salina Post, the Kansas Best Real Estate in Abilene and at kansasbestrealty.com. They'd like to invite you to Abilene in downtown Abilene for Oktoberfest, September 18th and 19th. Aeroplanes Housing Development. Visit their open house events every Sunday from 1 to 3. That's Aeroplanes in Salina. Marshall Motors, a proud supporter of kids who work hard and get things done. Visit Marshall Motors for your next car buying experience, serving you for over 90 years. DS&O Electric Cooperative, always looking out for you. Commercial Tire Center in Salina, where service is everything. Memorial Health System in Abilene, caring for you. Salina Surgical Hospital and Higher Scott Mortuary in Salina. Well, Leslie, the parade is getting right down here. We're getting law enforcement in front of us, so ready to begin this year's edition of the parade.
Fantastic.
Yes, it will, as always, you have parades around here that get started with law enforcement, and I think we begin with Salina PD and then the Civil Air Patrol, and you're going to kind of help us out with knowing who the Grand Marshal is, and the Fair Board President, and the Fair King and Queen. So we're looking forward to that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, so it looks like the parade is getting down. We're just across the street from the Arts Center on South Santa Fe, so the parade's been going for just a little bit right now, and bringing up, again, the color guard is coming up, and we've got the American flag coming down, and I am so grateful and happy to see folks stand up and take off their caps for the American flag as it comes through here on the parade. And again, I think it's the Civil Air Patrol that's presenting the colors this evening here at the parade. So with that, here in a second, we're going to have, following that, it looks like it's going to be the Grand Marshal of the parade this year. And then we'll have the Fair Board President come up. So here they come right now.
And the Grand Marshal this year is Eric Bloomquist, and he has served on the board, I believe, for over 3 decades. And he is a native of Assyria, Kansas.
I know Eric. He's a good guy and really been involved in Spring County over the years. And then now, I think afterwards, we have the Fair Board President.
And this is Kane Ford, and he is actually the stepson of the Grand Marshal. He is from around the Brookville area, and we're really thankful to have him as the board president. He's the ag teacher and FFA advisor at Salina High School.
And then we have the Fair Royalty coming by, and now Salina Fire Department. So showing off their emergency equipment. And it's always great to have first responders and public safety. You just hope that you never have to see them, but it's nice to know that they're here if you need them. So that's the Salina Fire Department, established back in 1909. So if my numbers are any good, they've been around for 117 years, albeit the equipment's a little more modern than what they had back in the day. So Salina Fire Department coming through, and right after that, looks like we got the Saline County Sheriff's Office and Mounted Patrol coming through. So Saline County Sheriff Roger Solden, and he's got the DARE folks coming through, and one of the Saline County Sheriff road units.
Oh, this looks like it's Braden Long, who's the SRO out at southeast of Saline, and his daughters. Oh, and the dog that roams the halls at southeast of Salina as well.
And again, here's the Mounted Patrol, the dive unit, which they get called out to several areas. Unfortunately, at times they have to go look for either stuff that may have been stolen, it may be submerged, or somebody may have lost their life, and the dogs too.
This is Wade and Tiffany Waddle, and they are trained in search and rescue with their dogs and have done several activities around the county since plugging into the local law enforcement departments.
All right, now coming up next, it looks like it's the ISIS Shrine coming through. And you can't have a parade without Shriners in it. And we have them right here in Salina this year, the ISIS Shrine, and they help with the Shrine Bowl that we carry on KINA radio,
Yeah.
as well as all kinds of philanthropic things that they do. The Shriners like helping kids.
And their philanthropic things that they do, the funding goes to helping young children with medical issues up until the age of 18 years of age. And that's the kids around here who've been in the Shrine Bowl have been very emotionally impacted knowing that that's what they're playing for.
Now, just came by was a clown dressed in a referee's uniform. I don't know if there was an editorial statement being made there or not, but we won't get there. But we got to be good sports with athletic season coming up. And the Calliope, the ISIS Temple Calliope being played, and the gentleman that's playing it is actually doing it. He's being pulled down the street there. So that I can't walk and chew gum. So somebody playing an instrument in a moving vehicle, that's something else to see. All right, now we got the Smoky View 4-H View Stars.
And the Smoky View 4-H Club is really based out of the fallen Salemsburg Smolin area, and then it pulls some kiddos out of the Lindsborg School District because of that. So they're one of the larger clubs in Saline County.
Yeah, and neat look. It looks like that might be their royalty there in the back of that rumble seat.
And this is Caitlin Griffin and Ian Proct,
and
both Smoky Valley students.
And we got Willing Workers 4-H Club now coming by. So, and they're part of the parade. And then the Bennington State Bank. There's one thing I'll tell you, Leslie. Sometimes we get things a little out of order on the parade, but that's all right. We can get right through it, and everybody's well identified. So the Bennington State Bank, very fine bank that's located in a lot of communities here in central Kansas. So, and they're, I think they're the first ones I see that is throwing out candy this year. So that's a good deal. And then coming up next, the Salina Municipal Band is coming by here. We'll see if we can catch a little bit of them and their music that they're playing. I know throughout the summer they have concerts on a regular basis out at the Eric Stein stage in Oakdale Park. Now, Town and Country Animal Hospital coming through. So,
well, the Salina Municipal Band was formed in 1884, so they have been performing these concerts for
almost over 140 years.
A very long time, yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to, when you mentioned the Willing Workers Club, that was actually the queen candidate from Willing Workers, and her name is Kiera Yaloa. And we'll find out the Tri-Rivers Fair Queen and King tomorrow evening is the crowning for the 2026 royalty. That's at the 4-H building at the Saline County Expo Center.
All right, well, we have this little bit of a break in the parade. We want to say thanks to our sponsors. That would be Higher Scott Mortuary in Salina, Salina Surgical Hospital, Commercial Tires in Salina with Services Everything, Memorial Health System in Abilene, caring for you, DS&O Electric Cooperative, always looking out for you, Aeroplanes Housing Development. Visit their open house events every Sunday from 1 to 3. Aeroplanes in Salina. Marshall Motors, a proud supporter of kids who work hard and get things done. Visit Marshall Motors for your next car buying experience, serving you for over 90 years, as well as Kansas Best Real Estate in Abilene and at kansasbestrealty.com. They would like to invite you to Abilene Oktoberfest in downtown Abilene on September 18th and 19th. And right now, Leslie, looks like we have a twirling club getting ready to come through here. This might be, would this be like, you know, I'm drawing a blank right now.
It's Shannon Stars.
There we go.
Shannon Stars. And Shannon Stars is comprised of athletes ages 3 through 20 and novice to advanced ability levels. So they hold numerous state, regional, and national titles as well as the world champion title earned in 2023 in Liverpool, England.
Yeah, and 2026 national champions. So congratulations to Shannon Stars. And yeah, I knew they were not only, well, there's somebody from southeast of Salina, young lady.
And they actually not only are involved at the high school level, but their featured twirlers represent Oklahoma State University, Pitt State, Wichita State, Fort Hays State. So our twirlers from Saline County, Kansas are sharing that spirit even in their college years. I love that.
Absolutely. There's mentors for the youngins there. Coming up next will be, it looks like, People United for Safety. And they telling folks to vote no on the constitutional amendment next Tuesday. Whatever your feelings are on candidates or issues, please go vote.
Yes.
We sure need you to get out and vote. That's the most important thing to do, is to get out and vote. And again, I understand you do not have to be a registered Democrat or Republican to vote on the amendment, but to vote for the political parties, you have to either be Democrat or Republican. So that's, again, the election's coming up next week. And I think here in Salina through at the courthouse through noon Monday, you can vote if you don't vote on Election Day. My wife and I, we like to go out and vote on Election Day. So the crowd, I'm sure everybody's enjoying. The weather's relatively mild, so it makes it good. And after that, we got some motorcycles coming through, Leslie. I'm not sure who
Oh, it might be back here because I didn't hear us talk about CMA.
Yeah.
They ride motorcycles and minister about God.
Okay. So there they are, and you've even got a little guy on a little moped type thing. That's pretty cool.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's neat. Yeah, he does a nice job of riding that bike or motorbike there. And then here's Bobcat of Salina. So,
the Tri-Rivers Fair Board really thanks Bobcat of Salina. They donate some equipment for us getting things set up, and they'll be at the Touch a Truck Friday night from 6 to 8 p.m. with vehicles that kids can climb in and honk horns and take pictures. So thank you, Bobcat of Salina.
That is great. Appreciate, again, it's the local businesses and the community support, and that Touch a Truck for young people and even old guys like me to go out and see that equipment up close and personal. That would be nice.
Well, and that Friday night is really it's going to be an exciting evening. So in addition to having about 20 different vehicles, from tractors to trash trucks, there's also going to be some engagement booths that kids can see some pelts that are brought in by Maxwell Wildlife Refuge and other types of engagement activities that I'd love to talk more about.
Well, we'll get a chance to do that here in a second. St. Mark's Lutheran Church, growing in God's grace since 1974, and they've got their float coming through right now. They got some youngsters in a swimming pool, which probably doesn't feel too bad right now.
That looks like a lot of fun.
Yep, and having a good time at St. Mark's Lutheran Church there at Magnolia and South Ohio Street. Mutton busting, Stars and Stripes Summer Nights, Tri-Rivers Fair Parade.
And we're going to have mutton busting Thursday. For kids who want to participate, and you can find more online at tririversfair.org, you must be pre-registered to participate, so find that information online. Only 20 people will be able to participate.
Okay, now we've got, looks like, boy, I didn't catch their names there.
I think we're looking at the Salina Jeep Club, Randy.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, it makes sense. I see plenty of Jeeps, so.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, look at the America 250.
Salina Jeep Club.
Yeah, that's cool. I like their America 250, celebrating the 250th anniversary of the nation.
Well, that was our goal with the Stars, Stripes, and Summer Nights, was to celebrate those 250 years of freedom.
And another Jeep going by, promoting County Commission candidate Wayne Norman. And see, what do we have here? Is this Bob's 805 Tacos? So.
And that's out there by Commercial Tire.
Yep, just off of Crawford and 135.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, more of the Jeeps coming through. I used to have a Jeep Cherokee a long, long time ago. I loved my Jeep.
Well, I currently have a Jeep Renegade, but I would love to have one of these.
I would too.
These are way cooler, and you got to have goals, right?
Yes. Got to keep. That's what makes you worthwhile getting up every day. Now, McCurdy Realty coming by now here in Salina. And
they've been 40 years in the industry, and also provide auction services.
Yeah, and it looks like they're throwing out some candy. And now we got some other folks coming down next here. I don't know if this is Can Cover 1 and 2 coming up here.
That's what I'm wondering about.
Yeah. Whoever it is handing out goodies to the people along the parade route, and yeah, it's Can Cover. So,
okay.
Yep.
And Can Cover is a healthcare staffing agency, plus home health, home care, inpatient and outpatient therapy. And if I'm correct, and I am, this is Trinket Kinderconnect's business, who was a Saline County 4-H member.
Oh, wow.
When I was in 4-H.
Yeah, and again, a salute to all the young people involved in 4-H and the parents that were in 4-H and the ones that are still helping out. And now, who this was? This be
This
Willie?
is the Friendly Valley 4-H
Okay.
Club. So this group meets in Assyria, and has quite a few kids that are from around Assyria.
Yeah. Having a good time, hamming it up for the camera a little bit. That's good. And then coming after them is going to be the Hayes Academy of Hair Design, the Salina campus. So they're coming through now with a little bit of a float. So we appreciate they being part of the 2026 Tri-Rivers Parade. And
they do provide a full service student salon. So
yeah, and probably at a relatively inexpensive price, because you get people that are learning how to do the job. So, and they're coming through and all got smiles on their faces. The Hayes Academy Salina location, they're down on, I believe, 5th Street here in downtown Salina. All right, looks like we got some royalty heading our way right now. So I'm not sure who this would be.
this is Miss Salina's teen, Briley Buckwald. And Briley is going to be a junior at Central High School. She represented Salina in the Miss Kansas pageant held in Pratt, Kansas, June 1st through 6th. She placed in the top 10.
Congratulations, and Miss Salina teen, and boy, she's got the parade wave down. Very, very good. And coming up now, it's State Senator Scott Hill of Abilene. He filling the unexpired term of J.R. Clays, who went to be part of the Trump administration in Washington. And Scott is running unopposed this year, so he'll be filling out Clays. Well, it's his term now. He'll be the senator for this district until, well, it's the 24th district. He'll be that through at least the end of 2028. And he's walking over on the west side of Santa Fe right now. So I always like it when I see people running for office that are actually part of the parade and walking down the streets. So
yeah, it is good to see him and his wife Lynette there in the hat.
Yeah, good people. I've had a chance to talk to them a few times. Good folks. Hey, again, a real quick shout out to our sponsors here of the coverage on Salina Post. That would be Kansas Best Real Estate in Abilene. Want to see you at the Oktoberfest in downtown Abilene, September 18th and 19th. Aeroplanes Housing Development. Visit their open house events every Sunday from 1 to 3. Aeroplanes in Salina. Marshall Motors, proud to support the youngsters who work hard in getting things done. Serving you for over 90 years. That's Marshall Motors. DS&O Electric Cooperative, always looking out for you. Commercial Tire Center in Salina, where service is everything. Memorial Health System in Abilene, they care for you. Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina and the Salina Surgical Hospital. So these little breaks in the parade kind of give us a chance to catch up. And I think coming up here in just a second, we're going to be seeing Salina Waste System coming through.
Salina Waste Systems will be out at the fairgrounds Friday night during the Touch a Truck event. So we welcome everyone to come out to this event. There are going to be several other activities that are free.
Yeah.
The Salina Arts Center will be there making a art project with kids.
Wow. And again, I like the big vehicles that you don't normally get a chance to see, and I appreciate those who kind of keep our community clean. And I know when I get up at dark 30, sometimes I see these guys are out doing their job the same time I'm heading to work. So congratulations and thank you for the job that you do. And that's Salina Waste Systems here in Salina. Now, coming up next, is this going to be the Cardinal 4-H Club here?
I do believe it is the Cardinal 4-H Club, and that's a club that draws a lot of kids out of the Brookville area. So they did quite an extensive job on their float this year.
Yeah, it's very nice, very patriotic, and the youngins that are walking by and smiling. And yeah, the Cardinal 4-H. That looks like it might be George Washington.
I think it is.
It'd be the young George Washington. So,
and then these are the Cardinal 4-H Club royalty candidates, Jalen Gates and Luke Walker. Jalen was just a senior at Salina South, and then Luke will be a senior at El Saline High School this coming year.
Right. And now Taylor's Twirlers are coming by. The Headville Ladies Club is coming by right now.
Okay.
And then Taylor's Twirlers, national champions. We got a claim on national championships when it comes to our twirlers here in central Kansas.
Ooh, they got the bubbles.
Oh yeah, a little tribute to Lawrence Welk probably. Yeah, I like the bubbles. You know, even a guy almost 70 years old, I still like the bubble machines. So, and they do a nice job. And again, I can't walk and chew gum. So to see these young folks that are able to do the twirling, they can concentrate. I can't. So, but yeah, nice young ladies in their blue shirts there, the Taylor Twirlers.
So another new piece to the fair this year is we are providing an event Saturday night in Ag Hall on the fairgrounds. That is a rodeo themed event, but it's going to focus on bull riding, bronc riding, and barrel racing. It's going to be exciting. We are hopeful that people will come out and enjoy the evening on the fairgrounds.
Absolutely. Get out there. And again, please get out and support the 4-Hers. Check out their exhibits and all the different things that they have going. Kansas storm chasing coming by us right now. I remember back in the day when I used to do that. I'm happy I either sit in a studio or at home now doing storm coverage. And 99 kg, Scott Walker driving the vehicle tonight with his son Jet, and 99 kg, part of Eagle Media here in Salina, along with KINA, Salina Post, which is where you're watching this coverage of the parade tonight on Salina Post. And by the way, later on, it'll be on Real Salina Post on YouTube. Real Salina Post on YouTube. Now, the St. John's Military School Historic Museum coming by with a presentation in the parade. And I remember the years of St. John's being on the north side of Salina, and I thought those people were standing real still up here, but those are mannequins. So
those are mannequins.
I was going to say they did a great job of just holding position. Well, they should. And Marshall Motors, one of our great sponsors of the parade coverage, coming through now with a line of some of their vehicles. That's Marshall Motors on the south side of Salina. So again, you've got the vehicles. You got a Nissan coming through, and then a purple Jeep, which Kansas State fans would probably, love that. And me being a Jayhawk guy, I still like the K-State things and giving K-Staters a good ribbing.
Maybe it could just be a southeast of Saline.
There you go. Thank you, Leslie. Yeah, I will go with
We
that.
don't have to argue about it. We
They're-
can just
they're-
support
okay.
all Saline County
Yeah, all
high schools and students.
So go Trojans, and boy, I tell you, the run that the athletic department out there the last couple of years has been fantastic, and very, very proud of the student athletes at Southeast of Saline High School. Now we have here something called the Midwest. I think it's the Midwest Rivals here.
No,
Midwest Rival All-Star Cheering.
Yep, that's what I show too. And this is a competitive cheer gym in Salina that offers cheer, tumbling, private lessons, and more. And that's what I got.
Yep, and looks like they got a nice contingent kind of marching behind. The All-Star got the twister going there. That's everybody in this part of the world know about twisters, and that's the Midwest cheer group. So, and yeah, they got young ones and maybe some up to even high schoolers with this here, and they're doing some cheering as well. So, yeah, rival cheers. That's pretty cool. They got the spirit. And coming up next, let's see, down the road a bit. That might be coming up here. Yeah, KJIL Radio coming through.
Oh, yeah, I heard they were going to be here.
So Christian Radio here for Central Kansas. Great people over there. That's KJIL Radio. And they got the red, white, and blue balloons going with the theme for this year's parade, KJIL.
So I was looking up some information on the mutton busting. That registration starts at 6 p.m. on Saturday, and the competition's at 6:30. So those are important times if you would like to register your child for mutton busting.
All right, Kubota of Salina coming through right now. Of course, they have a great presence across Central Kansas. Of course, a big facility right on the south side of Salina, which used to be the Westinghouse/Phillips plant for years, and they've done a nice job, and that building keeps getting bigger. So Kubota of Salina with all kinds of great equipment.
And Kubota of Salina will be bringing some equipment out to the fairgrounds Friday night. That kids, you can climb into some of these things.
I wonder if kids my age could climb in. Well,
I bet you can.
yeah, I could probably get in. It may be interesting to see me try to climb down.
Well,
So.
that ladder looks like you could get
yeah,
it.
I'd have to want to have somebody watch for me. So.
Maybe just one of these small ones.
There
and
you
then
go.
if you fall,
yeah, it's not as far to the
it's
ground.
not as far.
Yeah, it's not that fall that hurts you. It's that sudden stops that can get to you here. So Kubota with a nice lineup of their equipment that they have, and I know yesterday over in Abilene, it was we were paying a tribute to the hard workers for Kubota over in their Abilene facility. Now it looks like we've got the Bank of Tesket coming through, and they're doing the candy stuff again, and got the waivers. Bank of Tesket with a location here in Salina. And let's see, after the Bank of Tesket,
I think it's the Boldly Go 4-H Club.
Yep. It sure does look like it. And they've got the Washington Monument. That's pretty cool. And the Statue of Liberty.
And this 4-H Club is sponsored by the Smoky Valley Home Educators Homeschool Group, and they really specialize in rabbits.
Okay.
So if these are their king and queen candidates in the truck following, and those candidates this year for the Boldly Go are Caleb Schlatter and Zoe Audie.
All right, so good luck to them tomorrow night. Yes.
Yeah.
Statewide 69th District candidate Megan Rico has got a contingent here in the parade right now. One of two on the Democrat side running for the State House. Will face Clark Sanders in November, and so the candidates are out and about getting the election next Tuesday, August the 4th. And the Kansas Tractor Club coming through here. That's a neat group, and I appreciate looking at the old tractors. I know today's technology with combines and tractors, they got the cabs on them and air conditioning. I was sharing yesterday over in Abilene that my dad and uncles were excited when my grandpa had a combine and they got themselves an umbrella. to keep them
Yeah.
covered. So that was way back in the day.
Yeah, it's interesting to think that the ag industry was supported by equipment that didn't have air conditioning. Like, we must have been pretty hardy human beings just 100 years ago, you
Yeah,
know?
well, we didn't know any better back then, and yeah, I tell you what, I'm grateful for even having the AC on here in our mobile studio here today. So, and it looks like that's Dan Helm.
Oh, there's your umbrella.
Yeah, there's the umbrella. So, absolutely. The one of my granddad and uncle's dad had were not quite that colorful. It was kind of like it was a faded orange and white. So,
Okay.
but yeah, they're old tractors, and I'm glad we got folks like that keep the old things going and keep history, and so we can't forget where we came from. So, a nice
Well,
turnout.
speaking of that history, even before tractors were horse-drawn
Uh-huh.
equipment, which we have typically had the, oh my goodness, why can't I think of what draft horse pull on
Uh-huh.
Saturday night? But we're going to actually move that to Friday night this year. So that draft horse pull, I mean, they're not pulling plows or any equipment, but it's fun to watch how
Oh,
they
sure.
work. That starts at 6:30 at Ag Hall within the Bulls, Broncs, and Barrels on Saturday, and that starts on Saturday at 7 p.m. And Friday and Saturday night, both of those events in Ag Hall are followed by a concert with Jaron Bell performing Friday night after the draft horse pull, and Brian Chance performing Saturday night after the Bulls, Broncs, and Barrels. So we worked really hard this year to make getting a main event and providing some entertainment for Salinans and Saline County folks. So come out to the fairgrounds.
Yep.
We'd love to see you.
Yep. Nothing is, again, a community gathering more than the county fair. And again, go see the exhibits over in the 4-H building for the 4-Hers. They would appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And I think you even have some independent folks that have displays and stuff at the 4-H building that are not parts of clubs. Check it out, the 4-H building.
And Kenwood Hall
and
has
Kenwood
the
Hall.
independent and open
Okay.
class.
Okay. Open
That
class.
was-
That's the word I was looking for. Open
There was
class.
OCCK Transportation, which it's been awesome to see how they've expanded their services to surrounding communities. This is the Gypsum Valley 4-H
4-H.
Club.
Yeah. All
And-
smiles and waves there. That's great.
As the name applies, it draws a lot of families and kids from the Gypsum area. And
Here's their royalty coming
yes,
up now.
and that is Charlotte Knopf, who just graduated from Southeast of Saline High School, and Cade Riffle, who I believe is going to be a senior, but I have messed up his age before, so cross my fingers. I'll ask him tomorrow if I'm right.
All right. Seeking with Sherry coming through now.
Their social media ministry. They post on subjects of faith, designed for those new to faith.
And Stryton Energy following them. The battery facility on the south side of Salina, throwing Brian some candy there. Brian, I had to bring some of that back to us after the parade
You need
wraps
to roll
up.
down your windows,
Yeah.
see if we can get some of that.
All right, and then it looks like we got another church coming by here in a second, and I'm not sure what
not
church
either.
this would be. Is it Ricky's church group here? I'm not. Yeah, it's
I
not.
don't-
It
Or is it Meadow Church, number 57?
yeah, it could be. The
Is it
Meadow
does that
Ch-
say Meadow?
I think so.
Okay.
And here comes an old classic Model T coming through, number 55, which would be Mark Peterson's antique car. And just to think that used to be the big thing back in the day. And boy, them confangled motorized vehicles, we don't know about them, but I'm glad we've got them today.
God, the evolution of the modern engine,
Uh-huh.
all of the accessories is just, whew, thank God for air conditioning.
Absolutely.
I say it again.
Yep. Mr. Carrier, over 100 years ago, thank you for coming up with air conditioning. Looks like we got another candidate coming down through here in just a second. So
I think
let's
this is
Leslie,
James Bowden.
just want to say right now we want people to get out to the fair. There's all kinds of things to see and to do, and it's just a great time. Go out and visit the fair, and again, you've got the events Friday evening and Saturday evening in Ag Hall, and again, I keep talking about the 4-H exhibits. Go out and see the work of the young 4-Hers.
Yeah.
They would appreciate that. Livestock sale, does that take place this week? Or?
That is on Monday.
Monday, okay.
And so if you are a business owner or an individual who supports the livestock sale, be sure to note that change in date. The sale actually starts at 10 a.m. in Barn 2, which is its normal location, and then the buyer's dinner will follow at 12 p.m. at the 4-H building.
All right. And Pratt Proctor, a candidate for Secretary of State, just came by here a minute ago. And I'm trying to think of who we might have coming down here now. It's got a very patriotic-looking trailer in the back. So
talking about coming out to the fair, I think you and I were talking earlier about community events providing connection. I think it seems like some folks around here have had an expectation of what the fair is, and we just really want to encourage people to come and check it out this year and make it about connecting with your friends and family. Invite your neighbors to come with you. There's a community water fight on Saturday from 2 to 3 in the grass east of the east parking lot of
That'll
Tony's.
feel good Saturday afternoon.
I think it's going to be awesome. So I really hope that families will bring their kiddos out. You got to bring your own super soaker. And the rural fire departments are going to be there spraying kids down and providing ammunition. So.
Yep, just be a part of it and get out. And that's another thing. Get away from your electronic devices. Go out and have some old-fashioned fun here. Now, James Bowden, a candidate for county commission, is an independent that's driving a John Deere tractor. And Burgess Locksmith coming through right now. And got just a couple of more folks, and I think we're pretty much at the end of the parade for this year. So, yeah. And let's see, this is
Little Squirt.
Yeah, the saw them yesterday. They're drones that do spraying. That's amazing. You know, what's happened with drone technology just flat floors me. Not only the military aspects of it or cameras and stuff, but now you have that does the spraying for farm fields.
And how lucky are we to have K-State Salina here and these classes and educational opportunities that we can be on the front end of this new technology.
Yep. And the great program they have out there at Kansas State. And
this is Jason Bell. This is our Saturday night entertainment is the Bulls, Broncs, and Barrels events. He was telling me yesterday he's got, I think, 24 different bull riders. Some of them are award-winning bull riders. It's going to be extreme. It's going to be intense. It's going to be fun.
Absolutely. Go out and again, it's live. It's there. You can get a feel for it. And once you get hooked, you get to one of these, you're going to get hooked on it. Hey, well, before we have a little bit of a gap here, I want to again thank our sponsors one more time. That would be Kansas Best Realty in Abilene. They invite you to the Oktoberfest, September 18th and 19th in downtown Abilene. Aeroplanes Housing, visit their open house events every Sunday from 1 to 3. Aeroplanes in Salina. Marshall Motors, serving you for over 90 years. DS&O Electric Cooperative, always looking out for you. Commercial Tire Center in Salina, where service is everything. Memorial Health System in Abilene, caring for you. Salina Surgical Hospital and Higher Scott Mortuary in Salina, providing the coverage here on Salina Post tonight. Again, Salina Post is where you can see this. It'll be up for a while. And then Real Salina Post at YouTube. Real Salina Post at YouTube will be a place where this will be, you can see it at any time. So you can let your people who have been in the parade, they can check it out and see how they looked on TV and streaming here with the parade this year. And then governor candidate Philip Sarnecki, his group is coming through right now. And it's a little bit of a gap. My guess is it could be he's glad-handing a lot of folks along the parade route, too. I know he was in Abilene yesterday. I don't know if he'd be here in Salina or not today.
I know, I'm looking for him.
But, yeah, I don't see him just yet. But He's got quite, and he's running with his Lieutenant Governor is Joy Eakin. So that's Philip Sarnecki. It's running for the Republican nomination for governor. And let's see, we've got the Boy Scouts of Salina coming here pretty quick.
Classic Fence Company.
Yes, coming through,
and that's Garrett Kuhn, who's out of Assyria, Kansas. They build fence in Saline County and surrounding areas.
And then here again, the Boy Scouts of America coming through. University United Methodist Church has got their flags here, scouting. Remember my days of scouting a long time ago. Never will forget, I wound up going to the emergency room when we were trying to figure out how to file a hatchet. That was back in the day where it was pretty cheap to get emergency room treatment. And let's see here, Howard Wagyu Beef here in Salina.
Who we want to thank for providing the meal during our golf tournament. We had a benefit golf tournament last Friday. 15 teams showed up. So thank you to all the golfers who came out last Friday. And Howard Wagyu Beef provided the meal. It was a great turnout, and we hope that we'll have more teams participate next year.
All right, and then bringing up the final group of horses coming through, a riding club here in Salina. And at the end, the street sweepers sweeping up, and pretty good, well-behaved horses. Didn't see any droppings as they came by. That's good. So we got that, and we got law enforcement in the back. So, Leslie, real quick, kind of give us a rundown of what's happening at the fair before we wrap things up.
Well, tomorrow is primarily 4-H static exhibit judging. The FFA Petting Zoo will open up at 12 p.m., and it'll be open till 8. The big thing tomorrow for community members not involved in 4-H is the pedal tractor pull tomorrow night. That registration starts at 6 with the pull starting at 6:30. If you're there a little early to register, that should be fine. And we want to thank the Salina FFA for coming out and helping volunteer with that pedal tractor pull tomorrow. The other thing that's new all day tomorrow is a zoo wildlife quest that's coming together in partnership with Rolling Hills Zoo. And so that's all day on the fairgrounds. You can search for stuffed animals that are related to the zoo. Then Friday, there are 2 new entertainment attractions in addition to the concert that night. We're going to have a mechanical bull out on the fairgrounds from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. so you can try your luck riding the mechanical bull. And then we've got a new set of inflatables this year and some mini golf. And I don't know if you ever went to Putt-Putt Golf.
Yes, I did.
But I missed that place. It was great. And so we got it for a limited amount of time. It's from 4 to 7 p.m. on Friday, and then the Putt-Putt, or not Putt-Putt, but mini golf is available from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, and we're hoping that that's going to target an audience that maybe doesn't want to jump in bounce houses.
There you go.
Yeah. So then Saturday, we've got the Mutton Bustin' and the Bulls, Broncs, and Barrels, followed by the Brian Chance concert. And the mechanical bull will be there as well. But the new thing on Saturday that's exciting, and I hope people find out about it, is the community water fight. So that idea actually came from Lynchburg, Kansas. They do a community water fight, and they brag that, here's this population 3,000 town. Look at, and I'm like, you know what? Wouldn't it be great if a population 60,000 county could come together and have a good time and do a community water fight? And so, inspired by Lynchburg, we're going to try a population 60,000 community water fight. Chances are not all 60,000 people will show
Probably
up on
not,
Saturday. But we really hope that we've got a lot of kids. The rural fire departments have been great to work with, are plugging in. They will provide the ammunition and also spray some kids a little bit too. Just bring your own super soakers and wear your swimsuits.
All right.
Oh, one more thing.
Yes.
Sunday is a baby show.
Okay.
We brought back the baby show, and we do need you to pre-register for that. That show is at 11 a.m. Pre-registration forms are at tririversfair.org. I've been promoting it to the new babies in my community. Tell tell your baby friends
Yep.
about it so that we can have a little showcase of all the new people in our county.
All right. Well, Leslie, again, TriRiversFair.org is where you want to go
Yep.
for all the information. And thank you for your help today. Appreciate it very much. And we've had a great night. And just as the parade wraps up, the sun comes out a little bit. And so enjoy the Tri-Rivers Fair this year over in Kenwood Park. Leslie, thank you very much.
Absolutely, Randy. Thanks for including me.
All right. For Brian Dennett and Leslie Manning, I'm Randy Picking. Have yourself a great evening, everyone.